good, YouTube? It's your boy Fed in the building. What's going on, guys? You know, I'm representing Luck and Chuck as always. We're in this. We're in Master Duel. And yes, man, the game is tremendous. I really love the game. I mean, really, I haven't spent any money on the game, and I've been able to build like 3 or 4 decks. So this is incredible. This is great. And today I want to show you guys a deck I actually use to climb all the way to Plat 2 right now. And also show you guys a couple of gameplays with it, which is and deck's gonna be basically prank kids. So yeah, I know I'm a prank, man. I'm pulling the prank, bro. I'm doing all that, man. I'm doing all that. The deck is nice. And yeah, let's hop straight into it so I can show you guys what I'm rocking with. Alright. So yeah, so I have actually the Prank Kids, the Virtual World, the Invoke Shadows, and the Tri-Brigade Zodiac. Alright, so no money spent. I mean, this is just nice, man. It's just nice. But Prank Kids is what I've been playing the most. And yeah, I just want to show you guys what I'm rocking with. So first off, we gotta talk about the kids lineup, right? So I'm rocking 3 of the Fansies, 3 of the Dropsies, 3 of the Lamsies, and 3 of the Roxys. So I'm maxing out all the kids. I know some people run only like 2 Roxys, but the way I feel, like, you really want to open up a kid, right? So I mean, you want to maximize your chances of getting a kid, and you also, if you open up multiple kids, like if you open up like 2 kids, for example, you can end up with like the Raigeki on your opponent's turn and the Harpy's Feather Duster on your opponent's turn. So I mean, you want to max out the kids, man. You want to max out the kids. Give yourself the best possible chance of drawing it. I really like it, and highly suggest this ratio. Next we have the Triple Max C. At first I didn't know how Max C was gonna turn out, but I actually like Max C being in the format. There's ways to counter it. You have the Ash Blossom, you have the Call by the Grave, you have the Cross Outs and all that stuff. And I mean, it checks a lot of decks also. So I mean, I like Max C. I feel like it's cool. I don't really have a problem with it. If I get Max C, then I'll chill, unless I can push through it. And that's it. But Triple Max C and Triple Ash is just a broken card. I mean, it counters Max C and it counters a lot of different decks. You want to max out those 2 hand traps. And then we have my favorite guy in the deck, man. Nibiru. Oh man, this guy here. I mean, just his animation, like you just gotta put him in. You just gotta put him in your deck just cause his animation, the way he comes out, the way he just wipes your opponent's field, man. I mean, guys, you gotta run Nib. Some people like to take the Maxi challenge, and they can get punished by Nib like terribly. Like I really want to run 3, but I just don't have any space. Like there's nothing that I can cut really, and I'm not going to 41 cards. So 2 is nice. 2 is nice. You gotta, if you play him, you play at least 2. You're giving yourself you give yourself a chance to actually draw him. It's cool. So moving on, we have the 1 Harpy's Feather Duster. You gotta have at least the 1 Harpy's Feather Dusters in your deck. There's too many like back row decks that can, you know, flip up a floodgate, and you know, you'll probably just get bodied by it. So just the one Harpy's Fed Duster. Skill Drain doesn't hurt this deck as much, so that's a great thing. It'll just be like just crazy cards that only let you summon one monster at a time, or, you know, cards like that. You just want a Harpy Fed Duster card and just try to move on. Triple Poly. You know, if you open up with the Poly and any prank kid, you know, you can end up with the Raigeki guy on your opponent's turn, and you can end up with the Toad. So I mean, great card. I mean, you just want to see a fusion spell. You know, you can just go straight into Rocket Ride if you have like 2 kids, and like just play around, like make Toad and try to play around stuff. It just helps you play around stuff, you know, and it also helps you extend. You know, if you get Tailored or Imperm of Ash or whatever, you know, you still have, you know, that extender that you can do, right? And I like it, you know. I have it at 3 because you want to see it in your opening hand. Yeah, you want to see it in your opening hand, so that's why I run 3. All right, moving on, we have the one Monster Reborn. It's a great extender. You know, just in case you get stopped, you know, you never know what's gonna happen, man. Everybody is running hand traps, so one Monster Reborn, it can only extend your plays, and late in the duel, you know, it can come in clutch. So I run that. Terraforming is like I said, you want to maximize, you know, the amount of kids that you run, and Terraforming grabs the field spell, which the field spell grabs your prank kid, right? So, and the field spell is really busted because you either buff your field by 500, or you'll be minusing your opponent's field by 500, and it stays permanently. So, you know, you definitely want to maximize like getting your kid, man. So that's why I'm playing the Terraforming, and also I'm playing the one Instant Fusion. It's just broken. You can do the similar plays with the Poly, with Instant Fusion also. And I'm playing the Thunder Dragon Fusion. Your main guy, Butler, he's a Thunder guy, so I mean, it works pretty nice with this card. Shuffle back prank kids into the deck, and then you get to summon them. We got the 3 prank kids place, like I was talking about earlier. We have the 1 prank kids prank, 2 called by the grave. Like I said earlier, you know, you want to be able to negate stuff like Maxi, Ash Blossom, so this card is just great. And then we have the triple fusion spell, right? So just max out your fusion cards. You know, as a fusion deck, you definitely want to see your fusion cards. It's another reason why I max out the Poly and the Pandemonium. You know, I don't know if you remember Shadow's back in the days. You know, it was the same concept. You know, you maxed out the El Shadow fusion, you maxed out the Shadow fusion. That was back in the days, not this Invoke Shadows that's going on. But same concept, man. You know, you want to see your fusion spells. Helps you extend, and you know, you just run 3. And the last card in the deck will be the Imperium. Imperium's nice. I was running Skill Drain. Skill Drain is a really busted card, but thing is, Imperium, you can activate it like right away on your turn. You know, if your opponent has a monster that's causing you issues, you know, Skill Drain, you would have to set it and then like pretty much pass your turn and then flip up Skill Drain. Whereas Imperium, you can just go and negate it right away, and then you know, you can just play through stuff quicker with Imperium. Also, you can use it during your opponent's turn. So, you know, if your opponent goes first and draw Imperium, you have a chance to use it. Whereas Skill Drain, you know, would be in your hand and kind of just like not be doing much. And I feel like when you set up your board with the Raigeki guy, or like you make a smart board, like the skill drain would be like the cherry on top. You'll be like, oh man, I have all this, and you can't activate your effects. I mean, it makes it pretty like auto win, but you can if you would have Imperium set and you still have that field, like you still have like a crazy board to the point where you most likely will still win the game. But yeah, that's what I'm feeling like. I kind of prefer Imperium in this situation right now. Moving on to the extra deck, we have the one Rocket Ride. We have the Weather Washer. He's actually coming in clutch. Whenever you most of the time, if you get kind of stopped in your main combo, and you have like a poly or something like that to extend your plays, you can just go ahead and make the Weather Washer. Tribute them on your opponent's turn. You get some kids back, and they can't be destroyed by battle for that turn. So at least like you're not getting OTK'd by them, battling you. So that's a good thing. And if your kids survive until next turn, then you have like already kids on the field. You can just go back into your place. Double Butler. I mean, he's the best card in the deck. I mean, I see people run one, but I mean, sometimes he might get called by the grave, and he's removed from play, and then you don't have any access to Butler anymore, or random stuff can happen, or you might want to actually like summon multiple Butlers. I mean, he's a nice to have card, that's why I run two. Toad, like I said, he comes out in your poly combo. And then the triple Meow. I've seen some builds running two. I like running triple Meow because I feel like most of the time I don't send. So I see people running double Meow and triple of this guy. This guy here, he's nice. Like, don't get me wrong, like I really want to have triple Bird also, but I don't have any space, right? And some options would be like to cut like either the Butler or cut like the Meow, and I don't want to do that. And the reason why is basically with the two Bird, when you do your combo, most of the time you end up activating prank kids pranks, and you basically get to send 3 cards back. And most of the time I send back a Bird, right? I send back a Bird, I send back the Rocket Ride, and I might send back the Roxys or some stuff like that, or whatever kid that I have too much of and I want to refill my deck. So that automatically kind of makes it like you're running 3 Birds. Whereas this guy, you don't really want to shuffle him back because he helps you do the double Raigeki or the double Harpy's Feather Duster on your opponent's turn, right? So you want to basically have him chilling in your grave so you can banish it to use your guy's effect. And if the game goes on, he's your main Link 1 monster. He's the reason why any prank kids you draw turns into like a nice combo. So if you run out of him, you're kind of in a rough spot. You gotta wait until the end of your turn, try to shuffle him back and all that good stuff. So hey, this is the ratio that I'm running, man, and it's been working out fine. Moving on, I got the Bow Wow Bark. He's a great card, man. I mean, he kind of does the same thing like Weather Washer, but he basically adds the cards to your hand, and I think he can he adds the cards to your hand. Yeah, he can actually grab the fusion spell also. That's the difference. So he's really nice. Most of the time when you end up your combo, he's mostly on the board. Then we have the Anaconda. He's nice. He foolishes the fusion, the Thunder Dragon fusion, so you can make Butler right away. That's a play that you can make. yeah, and I mean he's a nice card. He's a nice card. You know, he sometime comes up. You know, he doesn't come up that often, but sometimes he do come up. You know, and then you can make it, and he helps out. So one of him, Nightmare Unicorn, combos really well with access code, makes it 5,300. Plus he has a nice effect. So yeah, I like running Nightmare Unicorn, the access code, and last but not least, the Roaring Roaster. So that's the build, guys. Promise you won't be disappointed, man. Just make the deck exactly like it is. Go and test it out for like at least 10-15 matches. See how you feel about it, and leave a comment below, certainly, about your experience with the deck. Now let's hop into some gameplay here, so I can show you guys some of the combos and some of the good games that I had. And yeah, let's hop into it. Right here, so we got the coin toss. So we're gonna choose to go first. You definitely want to choose to go first. All right, and also, guys, you know, if you're playing like on your phone, don't forget to turn on like the auto stuff right here. It helps out with the maxis and all that stuff. And also don't forget to turn on like the way you get to chain block, like the way you want to activate your cards once your card resolve. You know, you got to go to the settings to actually turn that on. What's really important with this deck is you can like chain block the like the Ash and like the Veilers and stuff like that by choosing which effect you want to activate first, right? And the fact that based on the situation you're in, you want to put certain effects as chain link 2 to make sure that it doesn't hurt you as much, right? If they Veiler you or if they do anything crazy to you. So for example here, I'm gonna summon him. Alright, I'm gonna activate his effect here. Then I'm gonna activate his effect here. So now that gave me the chance that if he gets like Veilered, for example, or Imperium, then my fences would have resolved, and then I would have sent like the fusion spell instead. So right now I'm adding the fusion spell, but had this guy been like Veilered, I would actually send the fusion spell and then make another bird, right? Alright, let's go ahead and special this guy here. Alright. So now what we want to do is, so Must Reborn. See if there's any plays that any other plays besides using the fusion spell right now, but I'm just gonna use the fusion spell. The thing with the fusion spell is that once you use it, you can only summon Prank Kids monsters. want to do now is we're gonna go and summon the rocket ride. Alright, so we're gonna activate this guy here. Normally you wanna like activate this guy's effect, make him channel 2. That way it protects like the kid that's underneath, right, as channel 1. So they can't activate stuff that's gonna affect the water guy, because you know you have this guy that's a channel 2 that's blocking it. I hope that kind of makes sense. Alright. And so now what we want to do is we're gonna activate the reborn. Then what we want to do now is actually make the bow. Right. I like summoning him because he has the most defense. And then I'm gonna special summon now this guy using the 2 links. Make sure we grab the fusion spell, and then we want to make sure we grab the pranks. Activate the pranks. And we were gonna set the fusion spell. So with this board, we have double Harpy's Feather Duster or double Raigeki on the opponent's turn. So we're gonna end turn. Activate the pranks. Send this guy, and send one of the green because we have too many of them out. Alright, so we have 1 green on the field. So what we want to do now is actually activate the Bow Wow Bark. I like to use the Bow Wow Bark on the main phase. we have the green on the field, so now we want to actually get the water, and we want to get the red into our hand, the Bow Wow's effect. Alright, so he wants Dark Hole, right? And the Bow Wow, he makes it so that your cards cannot be destroyed by card effect. So I already used it, so I'm actually not gonna respond to anything, and he's gonna waste his Dark Hole. That's why you want to tribute the Bow Wow, because it makes it so that your card for that turn on the field, the prank kids, they can't be like destroyed by card effects. So he has to like hard body try to make his combo, and then once you feel like the time is right, you make the butler, and then you just like Regeki his field, or like if they have a lot of back row, all right, so it just scoops. Right? If they have like a lot of back row, then you would just like Harpy's Feather Duster. But this deck is a very great deck to start. Deck's pretty easy to play once you learn the combos. I'll make a separate video on like it'll be like different matches that I had, but it'll be kind of fast forward, so you get to see different plays and stuff like that. And once you learn the plays, and you know, you get familiar with like other decks and stuff like that, and the gimmick they're trying to make, use your hand traps effectively, and you're good to go, man. So that was the game. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, man. A sub right now, like a sub and a like right now would be pranknificent. Oh, love you guys. Hey, thanks again for watching the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.